If you try to bankrupt the guy and he survives, you try to impeach him and he survives, you try to lock him up and the Supreme Court says you can't, and then you try to, what's left? I mean, indict, lock up, assassinate. That's, Tucker Carlson even said it. What do they have left as an option? So we're going to continue to pray for him. It's a lot of weird questions going on here. I mean, not the least of which is we're in Butler, Pennsylvania, right? So I'm from Pennsylvania. It's a city of 12,000. If you look at the setup there, there's like only one roof, 250 yards away, facing where he is, and nobody was on the roof. I mean, they had Secret Service agents like set behind Trump, but there's nobody on the roof around him. There's going to be a lot of questions going to be asked about that. But that's not your concern. I mean, of course, people in the natural want to go there. They want to say, was this a setup? Well, when that roof isn't secure, it makes you wonder who the heck was, not checking the roof. And you have people in the crowd going, look, shooter, shooter, shooter. And it's like, well, police, what are you talking about? Well, and not that the police were in on it. It's just that they were at an angle where they couldn't see. But you would think, what do you have to do? You got to go rush a policeman, create an incident in order to kind of, create hey, what's going on over there? And, get yourself arrested to say there's a shooter on the roof. It makes you wonder, how far would you go if you could see something like that to try to alert? Anyway, there might be more than one shooter. Now, if there were 7 shots from a AR-15 rifle, from a sniper position, lying prone like this at a target, 8 shots. If there were 2 shooters, which is, we're not sure yet, there wasn't 2. That might explain a little bit why there was 2 wounded, 1 killed. Now, it looks like one person was being apprehended in the crowd and dragged off by the police. So, is there a second gunman? Was there more than one shooter? These have to come out. Why wasn't that roof being covered 150, 200 yards away? Why was it facing, it looked to me like an aerial shot. I got a picture of it. It's the closest building to the stadium. It's kind of weird to the stage. But what's amazing to me is 8 shots, different angles. And Trump moved in such a way, moved from his right to his left, back again. His head moved in such a fraction of a motion that his ear had a bullet. Think about it. Not an ear, not a bullet that went through his ear like this, or like that, or like that. But a bullet goes like that, which means the bullet literally came within a hair's breadth of killing him. That's how you know you're praying and the Holy Ghost makes sense. You're praying for this guy. And it's weird how it stirs up the strangest responses. I mean, it really unmasks you. If you're on the left, if you look at the Twitter field, you look at you almost have to put on a hazmat suit and go into the subterranean world of I do it every now and then lately. I shouldn't. It's not good for my mental health. But I engage these people, and they're all whack on the left. I mean, I run into some right extremists, but usually they're conspiracy-oriented, or they kind of got a little rednecky. But they're nothing like the trash and crazy demonic stuff on the left. They're literally deranged. I mean, they're dangerously deranged. And but what we have now is a moment when you see the heightened exposure of the left, which is what I've said all along. What's going to be happening this year is the fruit and the root of what's happening in America is going to get exposed.